Section 4, Pandas. In this section, we will be talking about what pandas are, what are the data frames in Pandas library, how we can handle missing data using pandas, the group by and the pivot tables functionality using merging and joining and also concatenating, and then various forms of data inputs and outputs. Let us begin. Introduction to pandas. In this video, we will be talking about what exactly are the pandas and how we can create the Pandas series. Pandas is one of the most popular Python libraries that is used for data analysis. It provides highly optimized performance with the backend source code, which is purely written in C and also in Python. Also, Pandas is built on the top of the NumPy package, and its key data structure is also called the data frame. Now, what is it that can be done using the Pandas libraries? Number one, we can import any sort of data using Pandas in Python, whether it is CSV, Excel, JSON, any kind of the data can be handled with Pandas. Then we can handle missing values using Pandas. Once we have the data, we can create new columns. For example, if we want a transformation of one column into another column, we can do that. Similarly, this can be done for different rows. Then we might want to use our data to aggregate something. We can apply those kind of aggregations using special methods in Python called apply. We can also work with the time series data using pandas. We can merge and join different data frames using pandas. Now, in pandas, we can analyze the data through number one, series, which is just one dimensional and is similar to lists that we had studied, and data frames. Now let us first look at series. Let us first import pandas library and call it as PD. Let us say that we have some data and the data is in the form of a list, and let us try creating pandas series from this list. So we have PD dot series, that is we are calling the functionality of series from pandas library, and then we have this data over here. If I run this and see how S looks like, so we can see that there are now two parts to it. One is a number between 1 to 6, and then we have another number between 0 to 5. So these are the indexes that this series is showing. So every object in pandas, whether it is series or data frame, will have two things. One is the values. So here our values are between 1 and 6, and then also the indexes. So these are nothing but the indexes. And then another method to create a series could be to create it from dictionary. Say we have a dictionary like this where we have A as 1 and B as 2. Let me copy and paste it. So say we have something like this, and then we want to create a dictionary as pd dot series and then dictionary that we have just created. And let's look at S now. So here we have all these values 1 to 5, and what happens to A, B, C, D, E? So it goes as indexes. When we create a dictionary from series, we have again two things. One is the value, that is the value part of the dictionary, and then the key part goes as the indexes. Now, see that we have another data which looks like this, which has some nested lists. So we have a list and then we have two lists between that. And what happens if we try to create a series from this data? Let us see how it looks like. We can see that it has two rows or two objects, and the first object is the first list and then the second element is the second list.